All right, so finally, the smoke is clearing with respect to inflation. Although, let's admit, it's still way too high for the average household to pay your bills, to build any kind of real sustainable wealth. And some experts are even modeling for a deep recession within the next year. So it's been a series of mistakes that would have made a great Pink Panther movie, but if it didn't happen in real life. But it did happen in real life. And first, it began with the transitory debacle, right? Appearing before the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Crisis in June of 2021, Jay Powell confidently predicted transitory supply effects would abate. That's what he said, they would abate, and that inflation would drop back toward the Fed's long-range goal, which is 2%. Of course, Powell was only following the lead of his predecessor at the Fed, now current Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen, who told White House reporters in the world, by the way, on May of 2021, that she doubted that there was any sort of inflationary cycle. Now, incidentally, this week, Secretary Yellen also mentioned that she sees no recession. That makes me a little worried that maybe there'll be a recession. Oh, and her greatest regret at the Fed, that she kept inflation too low. We'll talk about that at a different time. Of course, the term transitory inflation, was designed specifically for the fibbers or folks that simply don't have the answers. I mean, think about this. It means temporary high inflation rate followed by a period of lower inflation. All right, there's no timetable there. So not so ironically, I'm already seeing in a financial print, right? Some folks in the press who are really pro-Fed, pro-Powell are saying that maybe Jay Powell got it right after all. Listen, it's too late for a number of reasons, including the fact that Jay Powell himself gave up the ghost and said, I'm going to retire the word transitory. He said it in front of the Senate. That was on November 30th of 2021, before they went nuts with these rate hikes. So it brings me to another word, accountability, the quality or state of being accountable. Dictionary.com, ironically enough, uses public officials lacking accountability as an example, right? That's what we're talking about here. So what about other members of the Federal Reserve during that time? What's going on with them? Well, most are leaving like Inspector Clouseau after one of his accidents. Listen, some of them just made big mistakes. From the Board of Governors, we've got Vice Chair Clarida is out, Quarles is out, Lael Brainerd got another job within the administration. She'll be back maybe. From regional banks who had a vote back then, Charles Evans is out. Then there's also, of course, these regional bank presidents back then. They weren't voting members, but they were on board. Eric Rosengren is out, Robert Kaplan is out, and we learned this week or last week, James Bullard is out. Now, these officials exited mostly after doing something that would prohibit them from becoming the chairman. You got to see, they all thought they would be successors to Powell, but trading stocks on the job maybe, didn't help. Here's the point. None of them offered a mea culpa to the public. So is it any wonder that the opinion of the Federal Reserve is now in the toilet? And by the way, this is no laughing matter. The bottom line is the nation deserves better, but all we keep getting are these retreads and these repeats. So I say, I'd rather go watch a Pink Panther movie than live a day-to-day in my economy.